You never came back to the bathroom.
What's that for?
Oh, we're just, you guys are doing something on Google today, and so we're just checking it out. So yeah, so this is just so we can like remember what's going on. And we get to capture your beautiful face. How's that?
That is just small. It's good stuff, guys. I have never been back.
Exactly. Alright. Everyone listening. Alright, so what we're going to do today, the object of today, this is what you need to have finished today. I'm not sure what happened on Friday, but this is where we're going to go from where I know. Okay? So we're going to introduce the electronic copy. So you're going to download your own electronic copy. So each pair should already have a hard copy of this. What we want to try to do is have a shared electronic copy that you can start inserting stuff on your electronic copy through Google Drive. So you need to make sure firstly that you have a Google Drive in order to do this.
We don't have that.
Oh yeah, some of you, if you want one, you can have one.
Okay.
But you may not need one because everything's going to be through the electronic.
Mr. Thacker's not here, so
So you can just do.
I just make one by myself.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can just do that later.
Oh, I already got it.
You got his email?
No, I have the one.
Okay. All right. So today we're going to make an electronic copy. And so this will be everything will be going on your electronic copy through the Google Drive. So you'll get on that every day. Broken. Okay. The next thing is once we get all that downloaded, you're going to finish your presidential biographies. You're going to be doing both. So like if Preston and Hannah are working together, Preston will do one biography and then Hannah will do the other. Okay, so then once you get all that research, just make sure everyone's ready to listen because it's aggravating after a while. All right. Then after you do the research, and most of you that's what you should have done on Friday. So I'm not sure what happened. I've heard like 1,000 stories, so really what you need to make sure you get done today is your biography. You need to insert that into your electronic copy, right? So I'm going to pass around a cheat sheet that you can use if you want to, you and your partner, so use partners. All right, so for instance, just one of you, everyone listening, just one partner needs to actually make the copy. And then what will happen is Kana will then share that copy with Scott. And then that way, so that you both don't have to do that. Okay, so just one person in your group at first needs to do all the steps as far as getting a copy of it on your Google Drive. Cyrus. You sit down. So you ready?
Yeah.
All right, so just one person needs to do the copy, and then what we'll do is you'll share that with your partner, you'll talk in their email, and then you both can start to work on your actual biography, okay? If you want, I'm going to show the video on the board, but some of you, if you think you're pretty confident and you can go and work at it at your own pace, you can do that. I'll show you how to get to it, and then all you need to do is make sure that, like for instance, if Preston and I are working together, I can have the video playing on my computer, and then Preston can be kind of going through it and setting it up. Does that make sense? So that you don't have to stop and then get on to like another tab or whatever. Everyone, does it make sense to everyone? Have any questions? So, all right. So I'm going to pass these out, and I'm going to show you how to get started on the. Actually, Josh, you pass these out real quick. Josh is going to pass them out to everyone. This is punishment for yesterday.
Well, I didn't do this.
So who's your partner? Okay, just sit up there with me. Yeah. Okay. Also have Miss Dowda and Miss Wallingford that will be coming around to help you. So if you need any questions, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them as well.
Is this okay here?
Yeah. All right, so let us get started, and then you all need to start working on getting that electronic copy. So you have Noah, so he's going to help you out. All right, so if you want to go ahead and go to block, and then what you want to do is you want to This is the video that will show you how to download or to get this copied onto your Google Drive. So make sure you're signed into your Google Drive. So if you want to do that on your own and kind of go at your own pace, you can do that. But I'll play it up here for those who want to just watch it from the top and go kind of a step-by-step. Are there any questions? So once you have it copied and you've shared that copy, and you go through make sure you watch the entire presentation. Josh, just pass them out. Everybody got it? It was different.
There's an extra one.
Okay, just sit over there on the. Make sure you watch the entire presentation, because at the end it's going to show you how to actually insert text and things like that, so you can start putting in your text for your biographies. All right. So again, if you want to go ahead and get started on that, and you want to share an earbud with your partner and work through it by yourself, you can. But I'm going to show it on the board for those who want to kind of do it step by step. So if you're pretty good at Google and stuff like that, you can probably go ahead and do it yourself, so you don't have to wait so much.
Getting started with your group project in Google Slides. So here's what you're going to do. Ms. Usary has set up a file for you so that you can have your election project that you're going to need to share with your partner. To find it, go to Ms. Usary's website, usary.weebly.com.
You should probably save this to your bookmark page, because you'll be probably using it quite a bit. So
From Ms. Usary's website, you're going to find which class you are. So let's say you're a block. And there's a link to the Google Drive. You're going to select Google Drive. And this is going to take you to Ms. Usary's folder that she has shared with you on Google Drive. Here you can see your project, which says Copy of Presidential Election 2016. To get this to your drive, here's what you're going to do.
okay, first of all, does everyone see that?
I don't see that.
Okay, so you need to go to the Singleton tab. Sometimes, I don't know why it does that, but for some reason it does. Go through the Singleton tab and then go through that Google Drive. And then it should pop up through there. Remember, only one of you need to do this, not both of you. Because you're going to share it with your partner later. So just one of you need to actually make the copy at first.
Now, only one person in your partnership is going to need to do this. The other person will have the file shared with them. So to make it a little quicker, here's what you should do. One person from your pair finds the file and right-clicks. When you right-click,
Tyler, are you working with Josh?
Yeah.
You two partners?
Yeah.
Okay, just one of you need to do this, so it's okay if he.
That's why I'm trying to get him caught up.
He doesn't need to do all the. You just need to share it to him, with
if
him.
you have a Google Drive account, which you'll have to have a Google Drive account for all of this, whenever you right-click, you have this option, Add to My Drive. So you're going to select Add to My Drive. In another tab, I'm pulling up My Google Drive, which if you pull up a new tab, you can go to drive.google.com, or you can choose that Apps button and select Drive. So within My Google Drive, it's placed alphabetically just in your main folder. So here's the copy of the presidential election project. You'll see that if you try and open this, it tells you here at the top that you can only view this presentation. So you can't make your changes within this presentation. What you'll need to do is instead, when it's here in your folder, you're going to right-click and you are going to make a copy. So you find it, right-click, make a copy. Now remember, as it's making this copy, only one person in your group needs to go through these first steps. There's going to be something else to share this in a minute. So now I have a copy of this, and when I click it, remember last time it said view only in the top left corner, and now it doesn't say view only in the top left corner. Up here at the top, the first thing you'll want to do is you'll want to rename the presentation. You'll probably want it to have your name in it. So let's just say if I'm doing it, my last name is Dowda, so I'm going to have Dowda Presidential Election, and let's say that my partner on this is Miss Wallingford. And so I might say Dowda Wallingford Presidential Election 2016.
All right, is everyone caught up to this point? Remember, only one of you needs to do this. And then we can share, and then we'll be, both of you can work on it. If you're not, then you can go ahead and get on your Google Drive. If you're the one that's not working. All right, shh. Are there any questions so far? Ivy, you and Nicole doing okay?
Now with this file, you've got it all set up. The next step is going to be sharing this with your partner in your group. So remember, only one person has done this up to these steps so far. To share it with a partner in your group, what you're going to do is select share. And you're going to enter the names of the people that you want to share it with. You'll also want to make sure whenever you enter the email addresses that they can edit it. You have choices here that they can edit, they can comment, they can view. If you want your partner to be able to work with you on this, you're going to want to make sure that it says can edit. Once you've entered in your email address, then you can click done. And what's going to happen is this is going to show up in their Google Drive. They don't have to make a copy of it. If they make a copy, you're going to be working on two separate documents. So you want to make sure that just this one is shared. It will be in their Google Drive now, and you don't have to make any more copies. So here you've renamed your presentation, and you have all of your pages here. All of your pages that are in here are in slides.
Cyrus.
You're working in Google Slides now.
You need to work with Colton.
You'll notice this is a picture, and so you could move this picture around, but you don't want to do that. What you're going to want to do is work on top of the pictures. To do this, you're going to fill this out. Instead of doing the packet on paper, you're going to add some text boxes where you want them to go. Up here, if you hover, you'll see it says text box. So you'll select the T with the box for text box, and you'll draw that box where you want it to go. And this just takes a little bit of playing around with. But on this one now, I'm going to put my name. And there we have the text box drawn. Another good feature to be aware of is if you select the text box, and notice the crosshairs that come up when I come to the edge of the text box, not inside the text box, but crosshairs that come to the edge of the text box. If I do this and I hold in Control D, it duplicates the box. So I don't have to draw another text box again. I can just move this one and I can change the text on here. So on this one, I don't know when it's due, but let's just say that it's due September 5th. That's Labor Day, but it won't be due then. So again, if I want to duplicate that box, find the crosshairs and Control D, duplicate. And you can go ahead and you can continue working there. Now another trick is, just so you don't have to continue to do more and more text boxes as you go along, if you select that text box again and get the crosshairs again, Control C on your keyboard is going to copy. I'm going to come on down over here to your first activity page on the candidate biography.
All right, so you're going to scroll down to Google, the slide number 5. This is what you'll be working on today.
Scroll down to what?
Slide 5, which says, has the biography on there. So that's what you'll be working on today. Is the 2 biographies. Nick, are you finished with everything?
I wouldn't say everything,
What your biography for?
but no.
Oh.
We didn't do that yesterday.
Okay. So now we're going to talk about how to put a text box over more than a couple of lines.
Guys, really quick before the text box part, if you are having trouble seeing it, if you'd like to see it a little better, You can do the magnifying glass. You can also go to View, and if you click View, a drop-down menu, put it at 100%, and then you'll be able to see it much better. You hear me say that again? View, and then 100%. And you should notice you and your partner are both having the same things on your screen if your partner's logged in.
Okay, I'm going to continue on, and then after this we can stop. But
what you can do, remember we got the crosshairs and Control-C, we copied the text box. If we, on this page, Control-V, like Velcro, it's going to paste it on there. And so what you can do is you can list on here who your candidate is, and then you'll be able to do your text box right over these lines. Now on this one, it doesn't look great, and you won't be able to line it up really well if you have the text box on these lines. So what you'll probably want to do is you select the text box. Up here at the top, you have an option for fill color. And if you click the arrow for the fill colors that are available, come over to white, and now notice your text box, it just covered up the lines that were there. So then you can just do your text boxes. Again, if you want to copy that box, clone that box, then you can do that, and that's just a nice shortcut for how to add the text boxes on there. So what you've been able to do so far is you've been able to navigate to your drive, you have added the project to your drive, one person per pair, you've edited that file and changed the title of it, you shared it with your partner, and then now you're able to add text boxes. So this will be a great way to get you started for this project.
all right, so right now, both you and your partner should have this electronic copy pulled up. So you should be in your Google Drive, and you should both have the exact same thing pulled up. If you have any questions, you need to raise your hand. If you're not to this point, you need to raise your hand so that we can help you get to that point.
Well, I'm to the point, but when I type in the text box,
However long it is.
When is this due?
Yeah. Didn't make it long enough for your text.
When is this probably due?
We'll probably be after the election, so just don't worry about that part. Just put your names on it, and then just go to the slide 5. Yes,
when is the election?
can you wait till the bathroom break? It'll be like in like 2 minutes. Okay. All right. Now, once you get to that point, if you do not already have your biography filled out, I'm going to show you how to get to the resources to look all that stuff up. And if you just kind of want to, as you go, insert that into your electronic copy. So if Cyrus is doing his copy, so he and Colton are both working on the same packet now through the electronic copy. So Colton, as he's putting in his for Trump, then Cyrus can be putting in his for Hillary Clinton. Right? Work that way. Okay, so you should all be on the same packet. You shouldn't have 2 separate packets. It should all be the same. Yeah, like what they're troubleshoot. Yeah, I did at the beginning of the year, and I put it. Yeah.
I know, like,
It's hard to tell. I know, it's like a, yeah, I know.
That's okay. We'll make one.
All right, so if you are not, I want to show you how to actually do your research. You need to listen, so we can, unless you're still working on that yet.
Does he need to do the outside with? He wasn't here.
No, it's okay. That was just. All right, so if you go back to my web page, there will be a tab here that says Resources. Okay, so click on that, and then you want to go to Pathfinders. If you're researching anything, I would rather you use these resources on this page right here, like World Book. If there's, instead of just Googling things, because it's going to pop up a lot of different things. So when you Google, just know that it could be a biased answer, and we don't want that. So that's why that Resources tab is there. Biography, all that stuff will be very. When we get to issues and controversies, we'll look at that, and it talks about some different issues that we could look at. All right, so for Activity 1, you want to go to Pathfinders. So for those of you who have not completed their biography for their candidate, you need to go to my web page, click on Resources, and then it'll pull you up to this page, and then you need to click on Pathfinders, and then 2016 election. So they'll show up this. So Miss Ryman has done a great job of basically formatting it to exactly what the activity says. Guys, if you have a question, please raise your hand so that I can get through this, and then y'all can work, okay? Yes, Braxton. Okay, go to my webpage, usary.weebly.com. It's up on the board up there. It's on the paper, too, that I passed out, or that Josh passed out. And then click on the Resources page. And then go to the Pathfinders there on the sidebar. All right, then the 2016 election. All right, so if you're doing Hillary Clinton, which remember, you both need to do both, or not both of you, but each of you need to pick which biography that you want to do. Even let's say your candidate is Hillary Clinton, you still need to do the biographies of both candidates. All right, so all your information should be under Activity 1. And so then when we go to Activity 2, Activity 3, so it's labeled accordingly to what's on your presentation there, which is very, very helpful. So we'll be using this Pathfinder quite a bit. If you use anything outside of this, you need to make sure that you cite it.
So if we use this in it, then we're not deciding?
No, I'm not going to make you cite it as long as you stay within the Pathfinder. Alright, so what I want you to do is start working on your biography, find all that information, and start inserting that into your electronic copy. This should be like a live copy. You want to save it so that she knows that she's not here one day. Yeah. Okay. Alright, none of you know what you're doing? Alright, so none of you need to do each need to do a biography. So if you both biography, she could do Trump and you could do Hillary. Even though whoever your candidate is, you still have to do both. Yeah, using that. Yeah, so you're going to use that to help fill it out. You may already have it filled out. You may have done that before. You may not have to use that. Yeah, these are just, yeah, so once you click on those, they'll show you those. Well, we can put it up and take it. You can hang that to it. Let's make sure you don't lose it. We'll finish watching it. Who's your partner? So your field is different. Alright, so both of you guys. So you're working on your. Yeah, if you have, as long as you have your electronic copy, you've shared that, you may go take a bathroom break, 5 minutes.
Let's go. I learned something new today.
What bus?
No, I don't make it weird.
You can go if you're
Find a way to then add that information to it.
You just, yeah,
So,
then you're gonna go to slide 5, don't worry about the due date, but it's gonna be after the election, so we can't.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, so we'll be going on and off with this. Alright, so then one of you needs to choose, they want to do which bar it is. Okay, so then she'll work on the document. You know how to do the text box and all that? Okay.
Is it school that I'm
So, right now, you're looking at your slides activity. So that's what you're saying. Then you can decrease.
Yeah, yes.
Alright. This page here is actually Miss Ryman in the library.
Scott Van
She has
Gus.
half my, which means that Miss Ryman, because she's Miss Sportsman and all these things, and she works so hard. She has created, actually, a resource for you to go to that contains all the different ways you can get information on your topic from the library. So you don't have to search for all this stuff. She's actually created a website you can go to. And it's got, you have to search, she's kind of narrowed it through it down. That's what this pathway is. And you can get in from the homepage. You can do that on your phone if you want to.
You want to do your survey?
Yeah.
You want to find ways to do your survey? You do your survey? Okay. You give once you get your stuff, I can start to put that together. YouTube, how to.
Come on, girls, do this.
What?
It could be any, I would clarify, maybe he's doing Trump and you're doing.
Is there any problem or issue? You all got masters, not just an expert?
Yeah, why not?
If you really wanted to.
You didn't even put our name to your seat, go to your seat.
I'm not trying to get it back, I'm trying to get it up.
Brogan, if I tell you again, I'm writing a referral. Go to your seat and get started.
Yeah, good thing going.
I don't care. No more hacky sack if you can't listen to what I say.
We did have a class together.
Yeah. So picture the word. That's your consent.
Miss you.
That's on.
Other lady. You broke it.
So.
His family or my family.
I think I do. For me,
What do you mean, who is this? Emmett Smith?
alright, you guys.
Yeah, you don't have to, you don't have to share people down.
Once you finish, you're all pretty close to each other.
Yeah, considering you guys go
You can, yeah, you can just add in there, and also for people experience, you could like he's ran for office before, and I've done these two offices you can go, and who he uses,
I do, but it
spent campaign money.
I got a question.
Carefully, then they go. Go back.
Peer pressure goes.
The Pathfinder. I think this one is better, just like,
Scholastic.
yeah.
Alrighty then.
Try, go ahead and work on this. See how far you can come as you finish, and then all you do is. Then they just split.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Guys, you can copy and paste like general information. So, but once we get into like some of the other stuff, you can't copy and paste anymore. For this general information, you can copy and paste that in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you get to this, you'll have to do the fill box. Okay. Would you like one to get you an extra? Alright, if you get to the point where you are finishing up with your biography, you need to get your partner's survey information, which should have been completed over the weekend, and you do, Scott, get Kanan to start tallying up those, whoever said his, we need to go. Yeah, that'd be great. It's very good.